On the 1st of October 1949, the People's Liberation Army entered Beijing. Democratic Republic of China came into being. Mao Zedong became the president of China. Mao Zedong is name of the president, is a person. After the revolution, community farming, free education system, health and sports facilities were adopted in China. The Leap Forward project was adopted. So various methods was adopted in China. You know, today China also is one of the developing country, but because of the population, high population, China is still yet to improve. Follow? But already technically advanced and educationally everywhere it is developed. Only due to population, overpopulation, China is yet to come to developed stage. Now again what will happen, I'll tell you children. Now here we are showing Hitler, is it not? Now after Germany's defeat in 1918, Germany signed an armistice which ended the war and the Treaty of Versailles was signed. Armistice means, it is an agreement that Germany will not produce hereafterwards arms, weapons, war weapons. That is one treaty. Treaty means agreement. Again, I repeat. After Germany's defeat in 1918, Germany signed an armistice which ended the war and the Treaty of Versailles was signed. Versailles is a place in France, and there England, France and America, they called Germany King Emmanuel and then asked him to sign with a number of conditions. In that, one of the condition is Germany should not produce the war weapons, and Germany should pay the war indemnity. Indemnity means war expenses. So for what happened now, for all the countries, it should pay the amount every year. It was a huge amount, children. So that the punishment was given. And again, third condition was Germany should not wage war on any other country, and Germany should not sign for any pact secretly, like triple intent or triple axis or whatever it is. You should not. So like that, they agreement they made Germany to sign. Austria, Hungary, and Ottoman kingdoms lost their identity, and Germany lost most of its area. Germany was disintegrated again. Few parts of Germany was given to the other neighbor countries. With the intention of preventing wars in the future, the League of Nations was established in the year 1919. See, so world witnessed a very drastic, situation, that is in 1914 to 1918. So to avoid the war, League of Nations was established. Among the defeated countries, feeling of shame and humiliation gave rise to aggressive nationalism. Aggressive nationalism means loving their country and hating the other countries. That is called aggressive nationalism. Example, I'll tell you. Germany only I'll take. All Germans thought that Germany is only the good country and we should love only Germany. Germany people are all superior, and then we should hate other countries. Okay? Like that, aggressive nationalism, very severe nationalism, it arises in Germany. This atmosphere enabled the growth of a dictator like Hitler, who caused the Second World War. So this aggressive nationalism is bad. One more, the other name for this aggressive nationalism is called narrow patriotism. Okay. Here one thing I would like to say, that is, love your country and respect other country. That should be the principle. But here what is happening? Loving their country and then hating the other country. This is called narrow patriotism. So this aggressive patriotism, it caused the Second World War, and here the dictator like Hitler also emerged. The situations that resulted after the First World War were brought into existence dictators like Hitler in Germany and Mussolini in Italy. Italy also one more country in Europe. See, in Italy also one dictator raised. His name is Mussolini. At the same time, in Germany, Hitler, Adolf Hitler, his name. Now, Hitler first became the chancellor, and after the death of Hindenburg became a dictator. He declared that Nazi was the only political party. They will ask you in the examination what is Nazi. Nazi means it's a party. Today here BJP, Congress, Janta Dal, like that parties are there, in India, like that. In Germany, that time Nazi was one of the party. So who founded the party, Nazi party in Germany means Hitler. Okay, the main idea of Nazi philosophy is the best race in the world is the Aryan race. Only Germans are eligible to rule the world. See, this is a damaging statement is given by the Hitler. What he says, the main policy of Nazi party is the best race in the world is the Aryan race. Only Germans are eligible to rule the world. To spread racial hatred, Hitler appointed a special minister called Goebbels. See, he want racial hatred. Racial means only Germans are superior and other all the country people are all countries and all country people are all inferior, because Germans are originated by the Aryans. They are the original race. Others are all not or belong to the original race according to Hitler. The To spread this racial hatred, Hitler appointed a special minister called Goebbels. As per an estimate, he was responsible for the death of 6 million Jews. Jews means Jews, Jews, and over a crore of other civilians. Civilians means common people. This massacre means killing. The mass means large group. The mass the mass massacre was called Holocaust. They will ask you in examination what is Holocaust. Holocaust means in the Nazi party, which was established by Hitler, they adopted a practice of killing, Jews and all civilians. This mass massacre was called Holocaust. So like that you should write. Now, next one, Hitler became Führer. Führer means one who is the leader, fellow of the whole kingdom, and only one leader. No any ministers, nothing. So that's called Führer. Hitler became Führer. By the time Hitler became powerful, communist and socialist had become more powerful. Hitler took the help of German industrialists and suppressed the socialist and communist. He banned workers' union and political parties. He declared that Nazi party as the only party of Germany. By the time Hitler took the power, that time so many other party leaders and all were there. They were canvassing their party principles and all. They wanted to popularize and they wanted to establish the government. So competition arose. That is Communist Party, Socialist Party, Republic Party, and Democratic Party, and so many governments are there, children. So here, so many people are canvassing. So what happened? Hitler, he wanted to suppress all these party people canvassing and all. So what he did, he took the help of industrialist, rich people, and all. He suppressed all the socialist and the communist leaders who were all trying to come up to the power, and also many were imprisoned, many were killed. Follow? He thought that he alone should be the ruler in Germany. No one should be, no one should be the competitor. So this was his idea. So he declared that Nazi party was as the only party of Germany. He instilled fear of Jewish people among Germans by spreading false rumors. False means that is not true. Rumors means wrong news. So false rumors that they are going to dominate the world. He put forward the supremacy of German race theory and nurtured ultra-nationalism carefully. Hitler utilized Nazism to inculcate these values among the Germans. The Nazism advocated that Germans are the superior race of the world and they are the only fit to rule the world. Jews are the reasons for all the problems of Germans. Apart from Jews, communists, socialists, Catholics are also the reason for the problems of Germany. So what he did? He killed or imprisoned all these leaders, and then he only established his power. He declared that they are unfit to live. All these were implemented inhumanly. A minister named Goebbels, I have mentioned already, was appointed to spread the theory of Nazism. A cruel army named Brown Shirts was formed for this purpose. They were trained to create violence so that the people became confused and accept their ideology. Accept means the thousand times they will tell it is wrong, wrong will tell means what they will become insane, mad. So what will happen now? The people are all became mindless, mentally retarded, and they started agreeing whatever wrong thing they said, and they underwent all the tortures. So inhumanly they were all tortured. So the head of this was Goebbels. He had number of workers. He appointed number of workers, Nazi workers, sent full corner of the Germany, and then they went and then ruthlessly they all caught hold of the common people and Jews, 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 and murdered, killed, raped, whatever what all the possible things, all bad, violence and all, they did. Nobody was there to question them. So these are all the humiliation they did for the Germany people. So like this, they played, a very nasty activity. Now, next, the ambition, uh, uh, as per an estimate, he was responsible for the death of 6 million Jews and over a crore of other civilians. This mass massacre was Holocaust. Now I'll show you this here picture you see children, Holocaust. See how these people are camp. See Holocaust under the heading. I'm showing all this picture. No, see they're all brought. Jews were brought. The Jews Jews. I want to tell you, children, who are the Jews. Jews are belong to the one religion people. Now Christianity, Islam. You know that you have learnt in 9th standard, first chapter. Like that, beginning more than first chapter was Judaism. You have learnt in 9th standard, is it not? So the followers of Judaism are called Jews. Jews. Now, Judaism was the first and oldest religion in the world than Christianity. Christianity, after so many years only, centuries only, it was born. Later only, next only, Islam was born. So Judaism was the oldest religion in the world. Okay, these people who are all followers, they are all called Jews. Then he wanted to bring bad name for the Jews. So Hitler said that they're all inferior race and they're all dominant people. In future, their population will become more and more, and they will rule the country, and all others will become, secondary or least, like that. So what happened now in his country? All Jews were brought and in the camp they were all kept, and he created one chamber, that is a gas chamber, that is cylinder type, and that is all that is cylinder was kept horizontal way, not vertical means straight upright, but horizontal way it was lying like that. In that all the Jews who were all there, who were all they found Jews, they were all brought and then thrown inside, only one door open, that all will be like slide type, is it not? So when it is filled, nearly 150 members, the capacity of that this one cylinder, then they were all thrown. Then what happened afterwards when it was filled up? By the time many were dying because of suffocation, because of stamping, and then one on the other they were all thrown. Is it not inside? So glass chamber there is one chamber, glass chamber. So outside these some people they were seeing seeing and enjoying that they were their death and all. So these are all the what's the vulnerable thing what was going on in Germany. And one fine day when it was filled, then they were closing the chamber and leaving the gas inside the chamber, and then who were all alive by the time they were all struggling hard, and then they were dying. These people outside now seeing and enjoying. So this was done by Hitler. Gas chamber was created. So that is also Holocaust, and many were brought to the camp. Any corner of the country, and all they created camps and big ground, and they were all kept there only without food, torturing, and women or whomever raping, all that, they were shaving the head and all. And they were all looking like mentally retarded. So they were all kept. And one fine day, what they were doing, there also they were putting the fire. So all people they were struggling. Before that only, without food and all, without any emotional this one imbalance, they were all dying. And apart from that, who were all living, bony and all, bony in the skeleton. Without food and all, what will happen? Diseased, all that they were all dying, and they were all put fire and they were all killed. So here in this I have given all explanation. See children, the mass killings done by Hitler to implement his theory are notorious in the human history. According to one estimate, 6 million Jews were killed and 1 million others were also killed. This mass killing is called Holocaust. If they ask you in 2 marks or 1 mark question, children, so this answer you should write. What is Holocaust? That's all they'll ask you. So don't think, wait, where we have learnt Holocaust, don't think. It is here only in the Second World War. In 1935, Hitler implemented Nuremberg laws. He imprisoned Jews in concentration camps and he pushed people to gas chambers to kill them. I have mentioned already. In the concentration camps, people were subjected to harsh work conditions and were starved to death. Starved means no food and all giving. So without food, no, without water, they were struggling hard and then they were dying after a long time. Many were shot dead in mass firings. He created special force to kill people irrespective of their age and sex. He utilized the entire government machinery to kill people. This is called Holocaust. How bad, no children? We feel bad, is it not? So we have not, we in future also will not hear like this, is it not? Now, after this, what happened? The ambition, that's over. Now next I'll come to the one more country is there, like Germany, So that is, this is called Germany, children, what I'm showing you, white this one, and also below that Italy. See here in Germany only, Hitler was born and then all Jews were all killed. Now, like that, in South European continent, there is one country called Italy. In Italy also, like Hitler, one dictator, arranged. Now here, what happened in he- in Italy? Mussolini was the Prime Minister of Italy from 1922 to 1943. Mussolini, who's Mussolini? He was also a dictator of Italy. Aryan race, he was the founder of the National Fascist Party. He also founded one party in Italy that is called Fascist Party. No, I touched this one. Something came. I touched this one. Continuation. Okay, now Mussolini, founded Fascist Party. I told you. Then in the examination, if at all ask you who was the founder of Nazi Party, means Hitler. Who was the founder of Fascist Party? Mussolini. So comparative, factors are there between these two dictators. Now, here in 1925, he dismissed the democratic government. He means what? Mussolini. I am talking about Mussolini. He dismissed the democratic government and became a dictator. Before this dictatorship, democratic government was there in Italy. So he dismissed that democratic government and now he became dictator. Joining hands with Hitler, Mussolini became responsible for the death of lakhs of people. He was murdered in 1945. I'll tell you how he was murdered later. The Second World War started with the declaration of war by Nazi Germany against Poland. What was the immediate cause? They'll ask you. So you can write. I'll give you all notes, don't worry. Second World War started with the declaration of war by Nazi Germany against Poland. Poland is neighbor country of Germany on September 1st, 1939. It is the most destructive and barbaric in the history of mankind. More than 30 countries were directly involved in this war. 30 countries, that's why it is called World War. It lasted from 1939 to 1945. Nearly 6 years continuously, means not every day, like with a small gap. No, the war took place. In Second World War, nearly 30 countries involved. During the Second World War, two rival groups, namely the Axis and Allies, were formed. Like First World War, two groups formed. Is it not? Do you remember? Like that, even in the Second World War also, again two rival groups, namely the Axis and the Allies, were formed. Now, who are the Axis? Germany, Italy, and Japan in the Axis group. The Allies group, Britain, France, Russia. Russia, now Second World War, it joined. Now Second World War, Russia, by the time it became one of the powerful country. It became equal to America. Follow? So, within a short period, adopting communist government, Russia also became powerful country. But in the First World War, Tsars were ruling. It was highly backward, So now also three only: Britain, France, Russia. They formed Allies group. Germany attacked Poland in 1939. So Britain and France declared war on Germany. With this, the Second World War started. Russia signed a no-war pact with Germany on 24th August 1939. But because of the Poland issue, so Hitler promised Russian leader that if Russia attacks Poland by east side, Germany also will attack Poland by west side. So after defeating Poland, Hitler said to the leader of Russia to take and administer the east part of Poland and west part Germany will take, like that. So, with the desire of having that the Poland half portion, Russia declared war on Poland. Even Germany this side, both also defeated. That both the country means Germany and Russia defeated Poland. And after winning, Germany, Hitler did not agree to share the half portion of the Germany to Russia. So Russia was annoyed, and then it wanted to take revenge on Germany. By the time, one more thing happened, children. Japan, very tiny country. Japan, very, very tiny country. I'll show you in the last I given this slide. That is, it's an island, small one, this Japan. In 1943, you know, Germany faced a series of defeats in the Eastern Europe. Here, Russia supported the Allied forces. The Allied forces occupied Italy. USA defeated Japan and regained its lost island, Pacific Ocean. Germany surrendered due to the march of Red Army and Allied forces into Berlin. And now what happened now? Hitler committed suicide in 1945. Now, meanwhile, what happened now? Japan attacked the American naval base at Pearl Harbor. It wanted to show off. Japan is a very tiny country, very, very tiny, and it was very, very much powerful, like equal to America only. It wanted to show off to America that it's also powerful. So, Japan attacked the American naval base at Pearl Harbor. With this, America joined the Allied forces and declared war on, you know, the Germany. I told you that Germany was severely, damaged, and then it was defeated. And when Britain, France, Russia declared war on Germany, and three powerful countries, highly powerful countries, they were coming to attack, they were coming on the way. Then Hitler was confused, and then he was not knowing what to do. He committed suicide, I mentioned. After the Second World War, Russia and America became the most aggressive rival countries. This paved the way for beginning of the Cold War. Now, one more thing I want to tell you, children, that is when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, America was waiting to take revenge or teach lesson to Japan. In 1945, August, America threw the first ever nuclear bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki of Japan. With this, the Second World War came to an end. After the Second World War only, Russia and America became the most aggressive rival because both are equally powerful countries. So more powerful country means definitely the competition will be there, no, in their progress. So aggressive rival countries, this paved the way for beginning of the Cold War. Due to the Cold War, arm race between the two groups intensified, means it became severe. America emerged superior in this race. Race means what here? In this context, arm race, that is a weapon, war weapon. Now I'm telling you. The Cold War gave rise to many fear-ridden situations like the Korean War, Vietnamese War, Suez Canal deadlock in 1956, the Berlin Crisis of 1961, and the Cuban Missile Dilemma of 1962. These are all the wars have taken place, and then now in this chapter I have taught you that about the First World War and Second World War. That whole many countries involved in the war. That's why it is called World War. Now I have completed this portion, but a recapitulation of this chapter, the political dimensions of the 20th century. Recap, children. Now, point wise, I'll read out. First World War took place between 1914 to 1917 to gain control over Europe and the colonies. The European countries like Britain, Germany, Italy, Austria, Hungary, and Russia were in frequent conflicts. Next point. Every strong nation indulged in extreme militarization. Many alliances and the pacts were signed. Britain, France, and Russia, they formed Triple Entente, whereas Germany, Austria, Hungary, Italy formed Triple Alliance Pact, P-A-C-T, Pact. Pact means agreement. The assassination of the Austrian prince by a Serbian citizen became the immediate cause of the war. They'll ask you a question. What was the immediate cause for the First World War? So this is the thing. Russia became neutral due to a socialist revolution in Russia. Germany was defeated and the war ended with the Treaty of Versailles in 1919. League of Nations was established to prevent wars in future. This is about the First World War. Now, Russian Revolution. The defeat of Russia by a small country like Japan in 1905 inspired the Russians to rise against the cruel czars. Lenin guided the peasants to revolt. The liberal Mensheviks gained power and they declared Russia a democratic republic. Lenin assumed power and brought into economic and political reforms. After Lenin, Joseph Stalin, the next president of Russia, brought in the 5-year plans and molded Russians into a force capable of challenging America. Now, two dictators, Hitler and Mussolini. Hitler, the Führer means a leader, especially one exercising the power of a tyrant. Tyrant means cruelly. Hitler, the Führer, assumed power of Germany and suppressed the communists and socialists. He banned labor unions and political parties. He enforced Nazi philosophy, declared Aryan race as the best race. He organized an outfit called Brown Shirt. He massacred the Jews in millions. The racial ended with the death of Hitler. Mussolini, the Prime Minister of Italy, founded National Fascist Party. He became a dictator and joined hands with Hitler and became responsible for the death of lakhs of people. World War II took place between 1939 to 1945. The Great Depression during 1930s caused the difficult situation in Europe and America. There was pitiable conditions of the people. Dictators like Hitler and Mussolini came to power. Two rival groups, Axis and Allies, was formed. When Germany attacked Poland, Britain, which was an ally of Poland, declared war against Germany. In 1942, Russia defeated the German troops. America defeated Japan. Germany was forced to surrender and Berlin collapsed. Berlin was the capital of Germany. Hitler committed suicide in 1945. America threw the first ever nuclear bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki of Japan. Next, the United Nations Organization replaced the League of Nations in 1945. Now next one, Chinese Revolution. In 1911, under the leadership of Sun Yat-sen of Kuomintang Party, there was a powerful agitation against the emperor's rule. He built a united China along with the communists. Mao Zedong organized the historical Long March in order to escape the attacks of Chiang Kai-shek on the Chinese Communist revolutionaries. On the 1st of October 1949, on the 1st of October 1949, the People's Liberation Army entered Beijing. Democratic Republic of China came into being. Mao Zedong became the president. The Leap Forward project towards the economic growth. Cold War. The state of constant fear, hate, hatred, jealousy, and anxiety in political, economic, military, and other affairs between the two global powers, the American and Russian, is called Cold War. I'll repeat, children. The state of constant fear, hatred, jealousy, and anxiety in political, economic, military, and other affairs between the two global powers, the American and Russian,